You guys have been very well positioned amid the pandemic. Your software responds to emergencies, but how much of the business is dependent on the pandemic and the current economy?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we've pioneered this category called critical event management. So we protect organizations, governments, companies, healthcare organizations from anything that could possibly impact their people, their operations, supply chain, brand, and reputation. So if you look at since we've been founded over the last almost 20 years, there's been a dramatic increase in cyber attacks, IT outages, natural disasters with weather. And then this year we've had to contend with a global pandemic. So we have seen volumes on our platform like we've never seen before with COVID, but the overall trend is more and more customers want to use our technology to help mitigate the effects of all of those different, what we call critical events, using our software as a service. So we think coming out of this, the biggest change will be now it's a wake-up call for CEOs, boards of directors, governors, presidents, mayors, to say we really need to be prepared for events that could happen in the future.
At the same time, David, as I look through your third quarter results, enterprise customers, they only increased by about 13% year over year. How do you judge that growth? Is that where you want it to be, especially given all of these factors that you've just outlined?
Well, yeah, our compound annual growth rate from our revenue perspective has been fairly consistent, about 36% since we've gone public in 2016. And if you looked at our third quarter results, our number of deals over $500,000 recurring were the highest they've ever been. Our number of deals that are six figures of annual recurring revenue were the second highest growth rate we've
But David,
ever seen.
I'm asking about those enterprise customers in particular. Sort of how much do they make up of the business if they're only growing at 13% year over year versus where else you're finding that growth?
Sure. So we have about 5,400 enterprise customers, including about a third of the Fortune 1000. And we say that those grow about 125 to 150 we add every quarter. Last quarter, we were in that range, just about 125. And so we see that being fairly consistent. We see a lot of headroom in terms of we've only got about a third of the Global 2000, a third of the Fortune 1000. And we believe since we serve all industry verticals, there's a big growth opportunity to get that up to 90% of the Fortune 1000.
And I noticed you guys have been signing up more government agencies as well. David, thanks for being with us today. We'll continue to track the company's growth.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.